Alrighty, I think we're live. I just want to see. Are we live? Can you see?
We're live.
Okay. Oh, Trisha, it's been so long.
It has.
So good to see you, even though we talked last night for a long time.
It's good to be back.
It is. So everybody, this is one of my really great friends, Trisha G. She is a psychic, tarot reader, and the best of all, numerologist. And I will say that it's been a while since she's been on my show. My channel was under some repercussions from I was grounded, so obviously live streams weren't as easy. And Trisha and I like to go live, and we like to do readings, and we like to do chat with the live chat. So Trisha, thank you so much for being here. It's been way too long. We're going to talk about all sorts of things. We might do some readings. This is kind of just very casual. And we are going to do July readings for the numbers, right?
Life path numbers, yeah.
Life path numbers. So welcome to channel 27. If you're new, guys, I'm Heidi. This is Trisha. So Trisha, why don't you tell everybody how to find you? She has a great YouTube channel. Make sure you go subscribe to it. I posted it in the description box below. And also you can, I'm going to pin it in the comments as well.
Yeah, and they can go to my website or trying to keep, I have got a Facebook like page because I'm trying to shift to a like page other than the normal Facebook page. It keeps it a bit more private. Yeah, my website, or they can come to my YouTube channel, and putting a lot more content out now where it's all the star signs love, and I've started a money series as well, which has been quite interesting.
Yes, I've been watching them, and so far you're always spot on.
I've got some good results actually.
Gosh,
but
yeah. I'm gonna say, like, obviously I can annoy Jenny way more with tarot readings. I feel like I can do that. I'm allowed to. But Trisha is amazing too. I mean, she has hit so many things for me in the past year. Whew, can't even explain. So she's a great tarot reader and numerology. And we're going to get talking about numerology, but numerology is so much more complicated than what people think. I think people just think it's like astrology. You have more than one number. So, and yeah. I'm interested to talk about this a little bit today because it's just like an astrology chart and it all correlates. Did you notice, Trisha, that it correlates?
Yeah, I've noticed when we've looked at astrology and numerology together, they've virtually given us the same sort of message about an individual.
Yes. And
we've known nothing beforehand. We've just done it blind, on the fly, and it's given us the same sort of message about the person.
Right. So when we do our live readings, like when we've done them in the past, it's pretty amazing because 100% each time, like you can use this just how tarot, like you can incorporate numerology with readings. And I find that it really does work.
Yeah. And with astrology, I talk about life path numbers a lot because that's your most important one. Just getting the chat back up. Because it's easier for anybody that's new, it's easier to understand, but you have a full numerology chart. You've got 6 core numbers. I mean, the reports that I do are 38 pages long.
Yes.
And it can overwhelm people if they're new to it. I still go back to mine to this day.
Yeah. I actually, you know what? I should pull it up real quick. So while I'm pulling this up, I want everybody to see what kind of information you get in these reports because they are incredible. But Trisha, why don't you just tell everybody basically how you get your main numerology life path number, just in case you have no clue what to do.
Yeah, so to work out your life path number, you need just your full date of birth. Don't need time of birth, so it's the day, the month, and the year. And you add it, so like I'm 19th of June, 1973, it's no secret, my date of birth. And I believe as a numerologist or astrologer, you should put your information out there. I know some people wouldn't like that, but to show you're authentic yourself, you're not hiding behind it. And you'd add every single digit up. And then for me, it's a 36-9. So I'm a life path number 9. But if you get to the end and it's an 11, a 22, 33, or 44, then you're a master number and you don't reduce it.
Hey, speaking of that 36-9, and then you said So I asked you about one of my friends and you said 27.9 versus a 36.9. What is the difference between 36.9 and 27.9? Just curious.
So they're slightly different. So like, I believe Mahatma Gandhi was a 27.9. They're more intuitive and psychic, I believe. Because you've got the 2, which is intuitive, sensitive, loving. And the 7 is like your life path number is the psychic. It's the psychic detective. A lot of police do have a life path 7. I know there's people that come in the chat that are in the police that are life path 7s. It's the detective. So before you break it down to the 9, it's 27.9. And also that's the age that something probably very big happened in a person's life. I found one person that said, I can't place my age to something significant. Like for me, it was 36.9. I went professional doing this when I was 36.
Interesting.
And I had no idea before that. So it wasn't like I made it fit or anything like that. So a 36.9, it's, you think 3, 6, 9, they're the more creative numbers. So they might be more out in the public eye, like on the stage, not say. But it's also healing numbers. It's a very knowledgeable, wise life path number. So I'd say the 27.9s are the more psychic and intuitive, and not that the 36.9s aren't, but they're more out there in the public eye. You know, people like Bob Marley, Elvis, Adele, people like that.
Really?
They're very spiritual, but they're out. I mean, I can't sing for toffee, but I mean, that's a classic example.
Interesting. So I'm trying to pull this up. It's just so hard to find things sometimes.
Yeah, and the Tesla 369, yeah, that comes up a lot.
So would you do me a favor? Would you just like do a quick like 1 to 9 rundown on the numbers? Just like a sentence, 2 sentences about each.
Yeah, right. Okay, so I've actually written all the numbers out here already, but not for that reason, a different reason. So the ones are, okay, this is the path you're going to be pushed onto if you're not on it. So the ones are the leaders, the ones to be self-employed. They're the creative leaders. Like, I'll give you some examples. Tesla, Steve Jobs, people like that. They're very forward thinking, innovative, but they're leaders and they do not like to be told what to do because they want to be in charge. They're best being self-employed. So that's the number 1. This is just in a nutshell. Okay. A 2 is the caretaker, the sensitive, the empaths. We're all empaths, but some people tend to be more than others. Mm-hmm. So they're the peacemakers, let's put it that way. That's an easy way to put it, the peacemakers. 3s are born to bring joy to others, so they're the creative ones, the sunshine number. A lot of musicians, comedians, things like that are number 3s. 4s are the worker bees in numerology, like my sons are 4. They're hardworking, they're the builders in numerology, and they like to build long-term structures. Very hardworking. 5s are so Rex Bear, he's a 5. They are the communicators and they are the rebels of numerology. But the 5th chakra, they need to use their throat to speak and teach what they know. So he's very much on his path. 6s are the healers. They're the healers, the teachers, the counselors. 7s, which is yourself, they are the seekers of the truth. They are the analysts, they are the psychic detectives, the detectives. They want to know, it's very Scorpio, like they want to know the secrets to everything.
And isn't that interesting how I ended up being a Scorpio rising too? And it's like,
it's almost like double Scorpio in a way.
I'm a Scorpio, a hot mess. I'm a Scorpio.
I think you have 2 7s in your chart as well, like I do, but just in different places.
Yeah.
So it intensifies it.
Yeah. That's
so
intense, that's for sure. Yeah.
So 8s are the CEOs, the bosses, the managers of the world. They're like the managers, they CEOs, can generate great wealth in their life, but they can lose it as well. So they have to be very careful of that. Nines are the humanitarians. That's me and Jenny's life path number. But we usually care about humanity. That's why we're often like activists about child abuse, animal abuse, whatever it is, the world. That's often something we're very drawn to. And nines are supposed to be born with a lot of knowledge. We came with a lot of knowledge at birth. So 11, so the master numbers, you will only embody your master number if you raise your vibrations high enough. If you don't, you will live the level of a 2, a 4, a 6, or an 8. So an 11 is the spiritual, you've come here to spread spiritual enlightenment. You are like a beacon of light to the masses, is supposed to be for 11s. They're great healers, but it's a higher vibration to a 2. I just want to touch on this. I predicted last year, because we're in a global year 11, if 11s are not doing the inner work, they're going to lose their head this year. And I have personally witnessed at least 3 11s close to my losing the plot. You know, paranoia is the word I got earlier on, because they're not doing the inner work. Now I've seen some other 11s that are, you know, growing, and like Jeff and Sandra D are both 11s. Interestingly, like their lives are very changing. So
yeah,
they do the inner work, I do believe.
Yeah, they are. They're doing a lot of inner work.
Yeah, and they're not struggling like a lot of other 11s that are completely just so paranoid that they are losing their heads.
Right. Yeah. Who did you say 3s?
11s.
Oh, and then I thought you said something about 3s. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
So 22s, they are the master builders. So they've come here to leave a long-term legacy, but they're also can be very psychic, because you think 2s, very empath. The 2 is the empathy, very empathic. Bill Gates, people like that. Now, I'm not saying everybody likes them, because I've heard certain theories, but they've certainly walked in their path.
Yeah, I mean, it's like astrology. Just because you're, you know, a Cancer doesn't mean every Cancer is a saint. You know, I mean, some Cancers go one way, some Cancers go another way.
Right? Look at when we did Charles Manson all that time ago. He was a 22, and look how he turned out.
Yeah.
So it's not.
How about me, Queen? For the Queen's a 7. Lizzie. Lizzie.
Well, I remember on the New Year's Eve prediction, I said a lot's going to happen, change within the royal family this year.
Yeah.
I remember that, and
right.
Her health and his health are going downhill, it seems.
Are they?
Yeah, she pulled out something the other day again.
Yeah.
Something quite big.
Interesting.
They're both in year 9 as well of endings.
Well, and they both have the same ascendant and the same moon sign. So Trisha and I actually did a series on this channel where we did the Queen, and we did her husband. We did what else? We did the
William and Kate. We did
them, and we did we do William and Kate, or didn't do Meghan Markle? And
can't remember if we did William and not William.
We didn't make it that far. We started the series, yeah. So we did their charts in numerology, and it was very interesting how it just correlates. So, you know, just to see, because we had their times, like their time. Who knows if they're right, but you know, we think we had their times. So
33s are the master healers. Like Albert Einstein was a master number 33. Also, they can be very creative. Again, if you think the 2 3s before you break it, you know, 33s, 2 3s. So they are the master healers of the world. That's when it starts to get a bit more rare. The most rare I've found, and Alex, if he's here, is a master number 44. That's like the master, we call it a master healer as well, but it's like the CEO, the boss, the manager on steroids. But I very rarely see, Alex is one, and Tim, who's in the chat, said he found someone the other week that was a master number 44. I've virtually come across none of them, so they're very rare.
Interesting. So would you say that's the rarest number?
Yeah, that's the rarest one, in my belief. You don't come across many.
Right. Well, I'm going to share my screen real quick so you can see how I finally found it. so many emails. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so this you can see how many pages, all this stuff added together with my charts, like your names, your letters, and I mean, it's pretty crazy. There's different there's, like, for instance, I think it's funny that all my friends are nines. Like, I just love being around nines. And it says like my secret passion number is 9, or the number I'm trying to be is a 9.
Hidden. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hidden, what is it? Hidden some
Passion. Is it? It's a 9.
Yeah. An expression number 128. That kind of makes sense.
The leader, being self-employed. Because the more numbers you have in your chart that are the same, it just intensifies it.
Heart's desire, 3.
So you have quite a few 3s in your chart.
Yeah. Well, I would like to be like a dancer / musician, whatever you want to call it. So that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot. I mean, there's really, what's a 12? Oh, 12 is a 3. Never mind. So yeah, it's pretty, see, hidden passion, number 9. I was right. Do you think that's why all my friends are 9s?
It could be, yeah, because you'll be learning, if you think about it, you could be learning from the 9s, the energy of what's the 9s like. Right.
Yeah. So let's go a little bit into numerology with how it affects transits. I mean, aren't you noticing some serious things happening right now, Trisha, just in the numerology world? What are your thoughts on kind of like overall global energy, how everybody's feeling? Do you feel things shaking up? I mean, I do.
Yeah, definitely. And like I say, but for me, it's this, the transits are more, when you look at some individual, I know with you can look at the transits differently, but the thing I keep banging on about is this year 11. It's a year of spreading spiritual enlightenment, joy, peace, and love. And people that are in a year 11, they've got 11s in the chart, they're a life path 11, they're the ones that are either absolutely flourishing if they're doing the inner work, and if they're not, they're just crumbling. Which then has a knock-on effect on everybody else, because you might be doing really well and like on your path, then these people that are around you are losing the plot. I just feel that the vibration is trying to be lighter for everybody, but then all this fear and all this drama, I feel what I felt is a lot of fear in people, a lot of it, particularly in America. I mean, we get it in the UK, but I see it a lot because obviously I speak to a lot of people in America now. There's a lot of fear.
Yeah.
Haven't we got 6 planets retrograde in July?
It's going to be an interesting summer. Like,
Chiron.
This is seriously, what can you say about, okay, and that's why we're going to do readings for the numbers. And if you don't know your number, you could always go get one of these reports from Trisha. So, and see, because I mean, I think you could look at what we're going to do here today. We're going to do tarot readings for the the numbers. All right, so that's what we're going to do for July. So you're going to have to figure out your life path number. But I really think, Trisha, that this is going to be a crazy summer. So tell me what you think about the numerology with like July. What can you say? I'm sorry to throw you off with all these weird.
No, it's okay. It's funny because I posted a song earlier. I don't know if you know it, by Maroon 5, and it says this summer's going to be like a mother effort. Obviously, I'm not going to swear. And the song just
you can swear. You know you can swear.
I know, but the song just popped into my head.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard that song for ages, and I was like, that's so apt with what's happening astrologically. And okay, so July is a month 7. Now, some numerologists work slightly different, but it is a global month 7, which is secrets and surprises coming out. You think of the 7 energy, secrets and surprises coming out. I'll just say, I'm not going to say this. I've just literally had an ex contact me, haven't I, after 2 years. It's like just blown my mind for a little minute before we came on. Like, people are going to surprise us. They're going to pop back up. Yeah, I feel there'll be a lot of secrets coming out. The truth about people.
7 month. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to be so screwed this month. I can just tell. I can already tell because I'm a 7.
But you will have a different personal number for July. It won't necessarily be a 7 for you personally.
Can we figure that out?
So let's work out yours. You're 9. So you're in a, because I work birthday to birthday, you're still in the energy of 20.
Isn't it a 4?
17. So you're in a 4. So 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you're in a month 11. Heightened intuition, partnerships, relationships, working together with people, but your intuition may be on fire more than normal. But it'd be about being in that 11 vibration.
I have to say my intuition has been pretty spot on, really.
Yeah. Mine has felt, and I'm not just saying, mine has felt heightened to the point of like things just popping in my head and then it's just happening, or people are contacting me.
Yes.
Or just know things about people that I probably shouldn't know, and it's not always pleasant. But yeah, everybody here, well, some people have the same month depending on what year they're in. So the way you work out your personal month is you get your personal year and you add it to the 7 for July.
Oh.
So for me, what am I in? I'm in a 9-year, 9. So it's going to be a 7 for me, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I'm in a 7 month because I'm 9 and 7 make 7 again.
Interesting.
So I think I'm going to find out a lot of secrets and surprises this month, but it'll see. I'll test.
Yeah, hopefully our secrets and surprises are just with it, like.
Well, I've had a surprise tonight, that's for sure.
Very true. Yes. I feel like if I didn't have surprises, though, I would get bored. And maybe, you know what? That's funny. That's a 7. Like, because I'm so
I like good.
That.
I like good surprises.
Well, I don't really like surprises, but I like to know and find out information. That's for sure. You know. Okay. Yeah. So what we're gonna do then? Are we gonna do the tarot for all the signs for July?
Yeah.
Or for not the signs. So we're gonna do numerology, tarot, and then we'll see how this goes, depending on the chat and everything. What we decide to do. We might do some readings. We might do some rod questions. I haven't seen you use your rod in a while, so I think it. And as you all know, I'm running a contest, and if you didn't know that, the contest is a reading with Jenny and I. It's going to run the rest of July. If you buy a set of rods from my dad, then you're entered in the contest, and you will win a hour and a half Skype session, not Skype, Zoom session with Jenny and I.
I've got my rods handy. I don't know what happened. I was doing some rods questions one night in bed for somebody, and then the next day I woke up and how I didn't injure myself, I don't know, because one of them was nearly bent in half. Well, I could have impaled myself.
So I had some friends over, and then I had this weekend, and I gave one set away as a gift, and then I gave my other friend my other set. Okay, so I had to get speed emergency rods. So I had to steal my rods back from my friend. These are
I've seen them. They're huge.
I mean, these are 2 feet long. I'm not joking. So my dad just sent me these. They're and I told him he needed to cut them down a little bit from the it's
yeah,
it's crazy. So they're fun though. Entertainment purposes only. You can't live your life by rods, but like I said,
and it's good they've got tips on, because the ones I've got, I bruise my head. They can be lethal.
Alrighty, so
I am using a different deck. Well, people have seen these ones, but I'm using the Wonderland. I'm using these tonight. I've got the box here.
Cute. Very
Tarot
cute.
in Wonderland.
Trisha has the most tarot card decks I've ever seen in my life.
I've got rid of a lot. I've done some decluttering.
Okay, good. All right, so where are we starting? Ones. This is for July. This is going to be your overall energy. All right. So for July, 1.
Somebody's stealth weapons just dropped super chat. Okay, so life path 1s. Are we going? I'll just see what comes out. As in how many cards?
As many as you want. I just pick them until I'm done picking them. You know me.
Yeah.
I'm the most structured tarot reader that there is.
I do that one day. We're doing some cards for life path 8s. Tim's here. That's an 8, and a whole stack of them fell out. It was quite funny.
All right.
Occult Fannies. Right. Okay. Oh, this is looking pretty good for life path ones. Wow.
You might get two different messages. Okay. Not all the messages will be this, like Trisha and I. So, some people might relate to me, some might relate to Trisha. And that works with Jenny and I too all the time. Don't you agree? Like, it's because I'm going to pull energy for certain people, and I think so is Trisha. So
and we might pull the exact same cards some of the time.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So what do you have, Trisha?
Well, I have the Sun card. So this is about confidence. I mean, I love this card. It's my birthday card. This is confidence, sunshine, joy. This is for July. Then I feel it's very business orientated, the cards I'm getting for Wands. Sorry, these cards are so slippery still. The Eight of Wands, this is about putting out your intentions, manifesting. I feel number ones are either needing to expand or want to expand. So this is a lot of fire energy. And a number one is like an Aries energy in astrology, you could say. And then I got the Two of Wands. So this is expansion, wanting to expand your horizons. Maybe there's two choices in your life. I feel it's more work than love, this one.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of fire, literally all this fire energy. So yeah, I think it's looking good business-wise or work-wise for number ones. So
for me, I'm going to say my message is to you that lots of worrying about money. Somebody might lose money from a woman. Somebody might have to give money away. Somebody might have to, feel like they lost money from an ex-wife, I don't know, something like this. Somebody could have somebody stolen money. Like, I'm getting a lot of like, not the most, pleasant to say energy here. Like holding on to something's ending. I mean, that's what I'm seeing. But I always like to end on these nice little positive notes. And I will say, for the ending card I did pick was the World, which is card 29. So looking over a bay sphere, the earth is rotating. You need to expand your vision to some broader options. The world is wide, so there's a lot to consider. In new age technology, it could be referring to creating or expanding to a more global network through internet or social marketing. So as the world, this says the world is yours. What does it say? Hold on. The world is your oyster, so get ready and gobble it up. So I could see that, but there's some hurdles and I could see definitely some negativity that maybe you're feeling stuck. So you do have to expand.
Yeah, because so you got expansion and I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's it. You're needing to expand because maybe you're playing too small.
Exactly. Okay.
The life path choose.
Life path choose. Make sure you check out Trisha's channel. Okay, so if one of the moderators can put it in the chat, that would be awesome.
Thank you.
Check it out.
Oh, interesting.
Oh yeah, this is a bad one. Sorry guys. Sorry, twos.
I'm sorry, life path twos. Okay, so you got the Four of Pentacles. So this is about I feel you're holding on too tightly to something that maybe is not doing you, it's not good for you. You're holding on too tightly. The Four of Pentacles is about holding on to where am I going with this? I'll show you the other cards and then I'll put it together. And you got the Tower. This is the Tower card I was telling you about last night, Heidi.
Oh, yeah.
I meant to send you the picture.
Uh-huh. Oh, my gosh, that is hysterical.
So she's whipping the tablecloth. This is all about I'm not doing things the same way as I used to. Change has got to come. It's not a bad card. People often think the Tower's a bad card. But this is like, no, we've got to literally start again, do things differently. So you might reach breaking point in July because life path twos often will put up with a lot of nonsense. And the Six of Wands is about needing more confidence, being more confident. Maybe you need to sort of literally have more friends and people around you that are on your that back you up. But I feel that you're going to be literally, you're holding on, but you're going to have to let go. Something's going to give in July. Yeah, that came out for Trump Tower that time. I don't know if a cult fan was there, but that came out when the Trump Towers caught fire.
Yeah. All right, from me, definitely there's either a man, like, is this looks like I'm pulling lots of like relationship crap with people. Okay, so definitely there could be, it's a King of Swords. So, you know, a strong, powerful man that is maybe not, this could be for the females, I think, that is not being, it's not seeing how good he has it, Four of Cups. And there could be like three people. So maybe he's not being honest, faithful, truthful, because the Three of Swords. And I like, when I look at the Three of Swords, like somebody here is, I know it's like the cheating card, and it's the card that, you know, typically could mean that, but I just see it as broken heart. So somebody could be getting hurt, or, you know, somebody's not, is making you feel like complete shit. All right, so Garden in the Gate, but it is reversed. Now for a male, I'll say that I would say you're pretty in like a, maybe you're in a powerful spot. Like that's just kind of like you're feeling good. You're just, you're not settling. You're, you know, kind of feeding into the BS. So for a male, maybe it's a little more positive, but if it's a female, I feel like it's kind of, that you could be going through something. And that's not necessary. It doesn't have to be, but you know. So card 30. It indicates the happy choice is to open the door to a more spiritual pursuit. You may have been obsessed with worldly issues, but readiness is to go deeper. Many people believe that they cannot live in a material world, make lots of money, and engage in spiritual practices at the same time, but now you realize that that's not true. In fact, you can bring wonderful spiritual focus to any endeavor, and when you do, you'll find beyond your garden, the universe is willing to fill your life path with beauty and joy. Expect the unexpected, for joyous synchronicity abounds. And like, that's good. So that's the positive side. Sometimes you got to get rid of the junk so you can do spiritual practices. People with unhealthy relationships get into the way of not letting them, I think, you know, do their true calling. I've had to learn this lesson a lot.
Yeah, a friend of mine, that she's a life path 11, her relationship's broken down, but she's feeling loads better when the person isn't around her, you know, since he's gone.
Yeah.
So, right. Life path number 3s. Well, this is looking nice. This is an offering of love. I feel this one is more relationship related. So me, life path 3 has been offered the cup of love, or someone's going to come forward with their emotions.
Yeah.
The Chariot card.
Somebody from the past. That's what I'm going to feel.
Okay. The Chariot card is, I mean, this is a card of, see how she's holding the hedgehog with her foot. So, and it looks a little bit cruel, but she's in control, you know, she's guiding things the way she wants them to be, with precision as well, I want to say. So we've got the 7 that's a Chariot, and then we've got the 7 of Pentacles. So patience, planning, not rushing things, being grounded about this. But I do feel this is more about love for life path 3s in July.
Now, I think some of the 3s are going to have a lot of anxiety over this and feel a little like they're not sure what to do, which road to take, you know, should we do this? Should we not do this? If somebody comes back. Now, I also see some other number 3s after a war, like after a fight or something happened. This is more of a resting period. You are going to be stressed, but the outcome is to get strong, and the outcome is definitely you need the rest to get, you know, to the next level, because you will come out as the Queen of Pentacles. So positive, but you need to rest if you want to have a better outcome. And you also need a strategy. So, and this is funny because this is card 21, which adds up to 3. Gosh, I love doing tarot.
It's going to be interesting when I see. Sorry, go on.
21. The card shows a pen, journal, compass, and a key. When you receive it upright, indicates this is the optimum time for setting specific strategies for achieving goals. Write about the direction you want to go in, consider changes and any course that might be needed. Be aware of particulars regarding your goals and have some conscious plan in mind. This card is telling you to spend some time setting things in order. It's time to take full control, add into action, and set your sights on the road ahead. And don't, like, all those cards too could have also been like shit from the past bogging you down. You know, this is clean house time, guys. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to be tested, right? Because not everybody needs to be clean in house, but you're going to be tested to see which house you want to clean. You know, you might have multiple offers on the table, multiple jobs on the table, I mean, that's what a retrograde cycle is. Everything from your past, I mean, and all of the planets, I mean, just plan on everybody you know coming back around, like almost, you know?
That's happening to me already. It's crazy. And it's, what is it, 6? It's Chiron.
You might have too many freaking options. You might not know what to do with yourself, right?
Mercury, Mars, Pluto. I can't remember them all off the top of my head. There's a lot.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Number
4.
Good 3, 4. Number 4 is for July.
All about work, money, I would say with this one. So for 4, life path 4s, look deeper below the surface. Things are not, you're either not seeing things the right way. I feel, so when you see me doing this with my hands, I'm muscle testing rather than doing the rods when I link them together like this. So this just gives me confirmation. You're not seeing the truth. It's like, instead of you need to, you're blinding yourself. You don't want to see the truth in a situation. I think for 4s, it's about money and career. I'm getting a lot about money and career. Now 4s are they need financial security more than a lot. They really worry when they don't have it. The 4 of Pentacles is you're holding on too tight. So you maybe not letting new opportunities in. You're probably holding on tight to your money. The problem is when you hold on too tight, there's no room for the new to come in. And then I've got the
card.
Pardon?
I pulled that same card.
And then I've got the Page of Pentacles. So again, look, he's putting his money in his bag and is really focused on money. So 4s could be very focused on money and hard work in July. So he's, you know, look at all the weight on his back, but, you know, yeah, I feel it's going to be more hard work and you're not seeing opportunities, I want to say, that are before you because you're tunnel vision when it comes to work. That's how I'm seeing it, 4s.
So I'm saying too, I definitely am going to second that on Trisha's side, but also I do see, you know, having leaving out in the cold card. So walking away, you know, and I just, maybe you're juggling 2 things and you need to get rid of one. Okay. You have trying to do too much and you're just drained. Like it could be you're drained, but you're tired, you're holding on to things and, you know, you're trying to, ugh. Sorry guys, yours doesn't look as like, yours looks stressful. Okay, so this is, I'm just going to tell you, looks a little stressful. This month looks a little intense. Okay?
Yeah.
So, and that's so true about holding on, because here's the deal. The storm warning reversed means it's going away. Okay, so you gotta wait out the storm.
And life path 4s can often be the most inflexible. That's why they struggle with change.
Ah, interesting. But that be not, never mind. I'm just gonna ramble. Never mind. Okay. Number 5.
Number 5.
Number 5.
What can 5s expect? Okay. Whew.
Gosh, this is so calm right now. I feel like I'm in like, I don't know. I feel really like calm.
That's good.
Probably because I've just been driving so long too, but I don't know. I feel like really in a relaxed mood. I think people said I was being quiet and I'm just relaxed.
Yeah, Heidi's quiet. It's just relaxed. Not there's anything wrong.
And I have my work clothes on, so maybe that's why I'm calmed down. I'm still in like work zone, you know? Could be it. I'm a different person at work. Alrighty, 5. Whew.
So I got the strength card. So this is about being kind and compassionate to yourself. Strength is not being aggressive. It's kind. You know, she's hugging the deer. That's really gentle. I feel 5s could be struggling this month emotionally. This is the 4 of Cups where love has been offered, but you're focusing more on what's sort of fallen at the front. That's sort of leaving you, but there's love here and you can't see it. It's sort of you've closed off. And the 9 of Pentacles was reversed. So this is somebody. 5s don't normally like to be alone, but I feel they feel alone, or a lot of 5s will be feeling quite alone in July. My father was a 5, but I can't think of many 5s. Rex is the one that comes to my mind straight away. I don't know that many now. Yeah, I feel there may be some legal issues for some 5s as well.
Definitely legal issues. Like 10 of cards just fell out. You are 100% spot on.
Okay. So some of you 5s are going to have legal issues too.
And I got the Judgment. So I'll say this for 5, like, and the 3 of Cups reversed, like, it's not very. So with 5s, I would say too, though. Yeah, I don't see much. I mean, at the end, it's an Empress, but I mean, I don't really see much like positive stuff here right now, quite honestly. So I'll say this with the 5s. I don't want to say anything too crazy. Hold on, because I don't want. And when we say this stuff, okay, because we said lawsuits. Okay, when I look at that too, I also think of don't drink and drive. Don't drive reckless. Because, you know, you say 5s can be the sex, drugs, rock and roll type of people, right?
Yeah, people are saying that they can't hear you as well.
Me?
Yeah.
Why? I don't know.
They're saying they can't hear you very well.
Now can you hear me? I mean, I can scream.
I don't know. There's a few people
I think that happens all the time, and then I listen to it on YouTube, and I sound really damn loud. So
I mean, I can hear you clearly, my end, but so it could be. Sorry, I just had to say that. So,
all right. So be careful, 5s, because I'm going to tell you this month, accidents, catastrophes, like that kind of stuff. So you do not want to put yourself in any weird place where you end up, you know, getting a DUI or something like that.
Yeah, sex, drink, drugs, rock and roll, they're the most prone to addictions. That's what you were saying, wasn't it? When apparently some people, it's just some people, the rest have said sounds fine. So
yeah,
it's probably not your end then.
No, maybe you should just, Tower reversed.
Is that for 5s?
Yeah. Upheaval. Yeah, definitely 5s are going to have a really, sorry guys, shake up,
yeah. Okay, life path 6s. Maybe because I'm closer to my mic. There's a mic on my webcam and I'm sat closer to it. That's probably why.
Most people can see. I'm lost at lawsuit. It doesn't have to necessarily be a lawsuit. I mean, it could be a speeding ticket. I don't know, who knows, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to say
legal can be very.
Doesn't always have to be legal. It could be a job loss. There could be a something loss. You know, that's all. So, sorry.
Okay, so life path 6s. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's going to happen to you like in that way. It could just be you get, you know, really. You need to stand up for yourself then if it's not. I'm going to go with that. Stand up for yourself. 5s. If you're not feeling that other energy, this is a month to stand your grounds. Okay, 6.
So I've got the Ace of Wands. This is a new offering. Maybe okay, is it a job?
Mine's reversed, but I have the Ace of Wands. But you know I'm the queen.
Have you got the Ace of Wands as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm wondering if this is, I feel this is more love though. So an offering, this could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or somebody with a lot of fire in their chart that may not be their sun sign. Offering a relationship, coming forwards with an offering. But do you still want, I mean, sixes love to be in relationships, but I feel a lot of sixes might want to be on their own, or they've been on their own for a long time. You need to move away from emotionally turbulent times, or make sure you're not running away from turbulent times, because a lot of number sixes do get abused quite a lot, even though they're a very loving life path number. But I feel a lot of sixes are still, the Five of Cups, you're still focused on what you've lost and what's before you. Trisha, the prophet of doomsday. I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, mine is the same way. Okay, so I have the Ace of Swords reversed. I have maybe an affair. I could see, somebody's coming back. I mean, I have all kinds of weird stuff going on. So for sixes, look, like I said, it's not surprising me that this is coming up for all these numbers, because this is kind of how this month is going to be.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but when people say, oh, you're being negative, no, a lot of times, like, a big shakeup happens because it's supposed to clean house, and it will not. You won't learn your lesson unless it's dramatic, like, period. So
that's a really positive card. That's new beginnings. It's a new offering.
Mine was reversed.
That's a positive card. You find me any astrologer that I follow a few different, some that do astrology and numerology. They are all saying that this summer is going to be intense. I haven't seen one yet that knows what they're talking about, that will say any different. And it's not bad.
No.
It's how you deal with it that's going to be.
And here's the thing. If you're watching this channel and you're somewhat aware of it, it's not going to be as bad for you anyway, because you're already anticipating it. Like, we're going to make it, even if you do make it sound bad, if it's not that bad, you're going to be like, that was easy, right? But if you didn't know, and then you get caught off guard and you get a whole shakeup, it just is what it is. So some people, it's not going to be bad for. Some people might really get ahead. Here's how you can get smart. If you're aware that everybody else is going to be kind of low, this is when you could take serious strides and advances to get ahead of the game.
And when I look back in life, the things that I felt were terrible at the time, where I was pushed out of situations, where I was like cast aside in family, have turned out to be the best thing that happened, because I went on to be self-employed, ended up moving, getting away from toxic. I wouldn't have gone self-employed if certain people hadn't have pushed me out of the family business. Look, where would I be now? Like, if I hadn't have followed my own path.
Exactly.
That business doesn't exist anymore.
Right. So this says, I have the thinking man reverse. So there is could be a male authority not acting in your best interest. Also, but then it could also be about you, learning, growth. You need to a part of your own path, and you're not heeding the call. You might be, so some of the sixes might be destined to be a therapist, teacher, writer, publisher, psychic, healers of some sort. Your soul longs to serve in capacity, whether professionally or just in your personal life, but something seems to be blocking your way. I'm like, and if anybody just has been like staying in a situation and just is stuck, this is the time to get the hell out. Seriously. I don't know how much better to say that, because you can have new starts with things from the past in a retrograde, you can't.
Yeah.
So sevens.
Oh
gosh.
I agree. Real health news, it's not bad now, but it's horrible. No, I don't agree it's horrible. I just feel is how you deal with it is the difference, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, 7. Right, these are flying out.
Oh God. 7 sevens.
Okay. I'm gonna go with what's. I need to pull one more.
Go ahead, you go first.
So I got the 6 of Pentacles. So this is abundance. This is, again, I'm getting a lot about career more than love. Okay, I feel like, no, hold on. For sevens, this is more relationship when I look at the other cards. So 6 is about love, harmony, healing. So the 6 of Pentacles is about remembering what you give out unconditionally comes back to you multiplied. Have the Lovers card, another number 6, which is a Gemini, could be the Gemini card. Well, it is the Gemini card. So we've got the Lovers for number 7s. I got the Death card, which is the Scorpio energy, but this is about letting go of the old. This is a rebirth. So it's not going back and doing things the way you used to. You've got to change, not you've got to, but this is guiding you to do things differently to how you used to do them. And then I got the 3 of Wands, which is expanding your horizons. You may have 3 choices.
I have the 3 of Cups.
I feel this is more about love for 7s.
Yeah.
When I look at the overall cards, when I first saw the 6 of Pentacles, I thought money and career. But when I saw the others, I'm like, no, this is more to do with love and relationships. It can be either a relationship as an intimate, or it could be to do with family if you're single.
Yeah. Maybe you meet somebody. Because so I have to say, in all the times I've made YouTube videos, anytime I pull for like Scorpio energy or, you know, now a number that's mine, it's usually not the best, you know? And I will say that this one is actually pretty positive. Ace of Pentacles, Hierophant, the 3 of Cups, like to me, it looks pretty good. So I think new beginnings, go out more. Maybe 7s need to go out and be a little more sociable. If you're single, go out and be a little more sociable. Oh, but I had to, I couldn't have just left it there. Alrighty, so I knew that wasn't the case. All right, guys, but for 7s, okay. Indicates potential difficulty in the external world or within yourself and your emotions. So this could just be like you being a mess about, you know, there could be a storm coming, okay? But consider what's going on, look at situations, calm and clarity, investigate your options and honor yourself and intentions, stand up for yourself and take actions on your own behalf. So, you know, always remember you have the power and wisdom to handle whatever may come your way. So here's the deal. You might have some opportunities. It might not come with like a bang. It might not be smooth sailing. It might be, you know, like the chaotic way it usually happens. And then you just can handle it in an okay way. All right. So, but I think it's positive. Overall for 7s, looks great.
And 7s can be lone wolves. They have to be careful of that. That they don't isolate themselves. It's a life lesson not to be a lone wolf.
Yeah. All right. Next will be
8s.
8s.
So I have the Hierophant.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel this is about some of you 8s will be seeking guidance from someone that may have more knowledge than you. Either you need to go and do it or you want to do it. So it's either higher learning. It could even be, for some of you, might want to go to counselling, or you'll be going to counselling, or it could be on more of a spiritual level. And I do strongly feel for 8s, normally it's about work, but I feel this is about love and relationships. You've got the 9 of Cups. All the cups are lined up there. This is the Pip card in the minor arcana, like the Star card. And then you've got the 7 of Cups. So you've got choices. And Heidi was saying earlier, you may have too many choices. Hi, Jerry. You might have too many choices in July. And the 2 of Swords saying you're not looking, you're blinding yourself. You're not looking what's there.
You might pick the wrong choice.
Yeah, choose wisely in love or get some guidance.
For jobs, or like you gotta, because I'm getting a lot of Pentacles and reversed, and the King of Pentacles reversed, Page of Pentacles reversed, 2 of Wands reversed. I will say 7 of Cups reversed. Everything's reversed here. So, I mean, everything. Justice reversed. 10 of Cups reversed. I mean, I could just keep going. The Fool reversed. All right. So, yeah. For 8s, you just need to don't overreact. You might have a lot going on here. You might need to take a rest. No, I'm not sleepy. I'm fine. I was at work.
Calm.
No, I'm just because I'm not like flipping out and acting like, spaz. People think I'm like tired. No, I'm just calm, watching this wonderful chat. Everything's fine. I have worked all day, but I'm not tired at all, actually.
We have a good bunch in the chat room tonight.
After this, I'm actually going to go work out.
It's Jenny. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Suzanne.
Jenny.
Okay, life path 9s. Come on, mate, this is a good one. Jenny's just coming in time.
Heidi's got nothing going on, actually. You guys are a little wrong. If anything,
this is for us fellow number 9s.
All right, if not,
a good one.
Thanks, please, thank you. Why do it's like when we're together, people like say comments like funny things. And Johan, don't shoot the messenger. I didn't wrench you, just so you know. So I've never de-wrenched anybody in my life.
Oh, I have. I'll be honest.
Oh God. All right. That's so funny.
I'll just be honest.
All right, 9.
Right, anyway. Brad, oh, we've got a few 9s in the room. Oh dear. Oh boy. Oh, okay. So, 5 of Pentacles. Somebody may be leaving you out in the cold or ignoring you. Again, this could be somebody come back from the past. I don't want to say too much, but trust me, Mercury retrograde is not supposed to go retrograde till the 26th. In shadow before that, both is kicking in already.
Damn, yeah, 9s. Ooh.
People coming back from the past. You're going to need to stand your ground where other people might try to sway your choices and your feelings. It's saying stand your ground. Don't back down. Stay true to yourself. I want to say number 9s. But then I've got the 10 of Pentacles. So that's in the end, like, it's me and my cat, look. Having it all, you've got abundance at home, you've got the family, whatever family is to you. Maybe you've got your pets. So I feel 9s need to really stand their ground this month because people are going to test you. And I'm like people trying to come back who may not be good for you. Some of them maybe, some maybe not. That's my take on it.
Yeah. And I see a lot about unhealthy patterns in relationships you got lots of cards here. Let's just say I think if it's okay, this is what I feel. If it's a female, watch out who is around you and who you're letting in. Okay. That's if you're a female, watch out. Okay. Just watch out who you let in. Watch out what kind of men try to come into your life. Watch out for your, significant other. Watch out for if somebody comes back from the past. All right. If you're a male, I would say for you need to the best part about this is there is the Star and Temperance. So like if you're patient, if you don't, for everybody, it's the Star and Temperance. So having like blessings, love, relationships, patience, all this stuff, being patient with people, it's good. But for females, I think it's a little more, there could be some because a multitude of like people kept coming in. So, okay. But this is good. The hostilities are going away.
Ooh.
Okay. So if there's been any fights, they're ending. They're done. All the bad energy, it's going away. And actually, when I look at the devil reverse, that's what it makes me think anyway. Like I don't read cards normally like how people read about the things. I kind of just throw them around and see what I think. But I'm going to say there's hostilities that's ending, maybe with the woman, maybe not the guy. Maybe there's, somebody's trying to forgive somebody, somebody's trying to move on. I don't know. But if there are hostilities, they are going away. All right, next.
11s. Interesting for 11s. So, all you lovely 11s out there. You've got the 4 of Wands, which is joy, celebration. Maybe there's weddings you might be invited to in July, parties. It's all looking good. You've got the 10 of Cups, so that's having it all. That's the relationship. You've got completion in love. But there's a sneaky little, I don't know something then. There's a sneaky little so-and-so.
What is that, a troll or a cat?
That's the 7 of Swords.
Oh.
The thief, the trickster, somebody, daylight robbery. So watch out for somebody.
Yeah, I have the Emperor reversed.
Male, I'm feeling, whether it doesn't matter whether you're male or female, I know there's a man on the card, but sometimes it can be a woman. I feel it's going to be a male. Watch out, number 11s, because this person is a trickster and you could have things really good, but they're going to try and spoil it for you. So you've been warned, you know, you've got lovely cards there, these two. And then you've got the 9 of Swords, worrying, anxiety, can't sleep. Just watch out for this trickster.
And you're going to work a lot. I think, you know, like this month for you, 11s, it's all about putting the work in, all about doing work, because then you have the victory card, which I think it is. But somebody's trying to block you. So there's somebody, of course, somebody's trying to get in the way, I'd have to say.
Yeah. Could be a lovely month for you, but somebody is.
Just watch out, because somebody's trying to take away the sunshine. The sun is okay. So
yeah, 7 of Swords, Jerry says backstabber. Yeah, it could be somebody's backstabbing you. Right, 22s, they're probably going to be.
One of these real quick. Okay. I just got to say this. Just in case.
11 is a master number, 11 life path number for the pat a rat tat.
Okay, so also I have this 6 card reversed, which the contract card is an ending of a previous connection or where a future commitment is concerned. It could bring warnings of delay, perhaps disappointment. The sale of a house could fall through, the job offer might not come when expected, or a romantic union may be stalled. Don't give up hope. However, this delay may provide some purpose or protection, and something even better could be on its way. This card, reverse caution, is not to become desperate. Your needy, urgent energy could actually postpone the desired outcome even more. Continue taking action, even if it's another way, and your patience will pay off. If the breakup of a relationship is involved, always remember that you deserve to be honored. Open your heart to the life, to the person who is willing to fully present and be present and loving. So honestly, that makes sense with what I kind of saw with these cards too. So, you know, don't try to rush things. That's all the best advice, because you're going to see an ugly side this month.
Yeah, if there's someone you don't trust,
yeah,
and you have doubts, listen to your gut feeling.
Right.
Okay, 22s, life path number for anybody that's new. That's, again, this has just come out for the 11s, so it looks like the master numbers. This is, again, maybe you're over worrying, over anxious. 22 4s can be quite extreme in temperament. They can be very ungrounded, and it's something very important. They need to keep grounded. So yeah, you may be over worrying. It doesn't mean to say that you've got something to worry about. I feel you need to put the hard work in. 22s are usually hard working, but it's like nothing's going to come to you with a quick, get rich quick scheme, I want to say. You've got to put the hard work in. You've got to be dedicated. The moon card is about illusion and mystery. These are just obviously very mini readings. We go into detail more privately, but for the sake of doing mini readings live like this, some things not clear. The moon card is about illusion, like Neptune, illusion, mystery. Some things not quite clear. Okay. There's a lot of 22s I feel that need a break, they need a holiday, they need a rest. Maybe you need to meditate if you don't meditate.
Okay.
Yeah. Bit of a mixed bag there for 22s.
So I'm going to say for the 22s, you need to surrender. Okay, you need to surrender. Males and females. like if it's a relationship, it could be emotions with a relationship. It could just be feeling sad, money loss. I mean, it could be anything, but you need to surrender because it is positive and you need to become more like the Queen of Cups. And right now you're a little more King of Cups, or this could have to do with Queen of Cups and King of Cups, where two people are battling and nobody's giving in and they're fighting. It could have to, a lot could have to do with work though. So you might be working so hard that you're taking away from, you got to put the work in, but you might be working a little too hard. And possibly you want something to come through, but it's not being fast. It's not fast enough. So there is positive stuff here for sure, but I think, somebody needs to surrender because they're stuck. They're just so stuck at a spot where it's time you just throw the towel in. Surrender is the best word. Whatever it is, that's the word of the month for.
Yes. 22s can be, this is one thing, like a 4 or a 22. One thing that they often struggle with is flexibility.
Really?
Letting go of something that isn't working. Sorry, IRX just made me laugh. He says he's 666.
My best friend, his birthday is 6666. Yeah, and he's like the luckiest guy in the world. Okay, so
33s, we're nearly there. 2 more, 33s and 44s.
Hold on, real quick for the 33s. Or no, 2 are we on 22s?
22s.
Strategies reverse, stalling your progress due to lack of planning. You have a goal in mind, but no specific idea how to achieve it, or you might have found that your original plans have hit a wall. It's now time to reevaluate things. If that's the case, remember that the path of least resistance may be tempting, but it rarely leads anywhere new. Don't let mundane tasks of life eat you up all the time, take you off your course. Instead of floundering and wandering around in confusion, put some significant mental energy into starting and renewing a comprehensive plan of attack. This card is reverse, warning you to get out of the role of a passive observer and become the author and director of your own destiny. Okay.
I was just adding somebody's birthday up. Crystal clear, you're an 8 life path, if I've added it up quickly, right? Okay. So 33s, which are like the master teacher, healers, they start to get a little bit more rare now.
Your teachings are a little off, I think. Master 33s. That's what I have. I think something is Master 33s. Go ahead, you go.
Yeah, it could be a tough month, 33s. And again, I'm not wanting to sound negative, but 5 of Swords.
I got the 10 of Swords. I've got the 8 of Swords. I have the Star reverse, the Hierophant reverse, the 8 of Cups. Things are ending for the 33s.
So winning by cutting people down with work, because see, 33s are givers, but they often can get, so 6s or 36, just to add the numerology in, when they overgive and then they realize they're not getting back because they give and give and give, they can become very vengeful. When they're on the weak side, we all have a weak and a strong side, all of us. And this is saying, be careful not to cut others down with your words. Like, you look like you've won. You've got the 3 swords, the 2 guys in the background are rubbing their heads, but it's not a sweet victory. You've also got the 5 of Pentacles. So 5s are all about chaos, change. You need to do things differently. Unless you're a very high vibration 33, then this will not be happening to you. This is for the ones that are not in their sort of true energy. There may be people leaving you out in the cold, ignoring you. There may be people you've even helped, maybe people you've even given money to, I want to say. Because the Page of Cups, I'm drawn to the fish, which can relate to money. I feel you've maybe lent people money, given them money because you're so caring, and you realize that they may be using you. So this is the Empress. I feel particularly the women or even the men.
I have the Queen of Pentacles reversed, so you're 100% spot on.
Surround yourself with more females, positive females who are going to uplift you, are going to nurture you, because if you're giving to the wrong people, you're going to feel pretty cross. You need more of this in your life, the Empress, or females to nurture you and nurture each other, I feel.
Okay, so this is what I have kind of wish. Okay, you have made a decision. It's very clear, or you're about to make a decision, and it might not have been the decision that everybody wanted you to make. Okay, and you have the 8 card, and then you have the 8 of Cups. You're walking away from somebody or something. It's either a female or a male. So there are people walking away 100%. It could be a job, it could be a boss, it could be the law, it could be, you know, a teaching, a philosophy, a belief system, it could be anything. Okay, it could be a job. Definitely could even be a job. And then at the end, you have card 24 with adjacent possibilities, which is great. So keep your eyes open for unforeseen opportunities. Get yourself out there more, get on LinkedIn, get on all these, you know, if you're looking for more opportunities, put yourself out there. You are walking away from some toxic energy. But at the end, the card 30 is this little girl guarding the gate. This means money and stuff is going to come to you, and you need to be more appreciative of what you have.
And last but not least, 44. Now, the only one I know in the chat is Alex, if he's still here, unless there are others. This is very rare, life path number.
Is it the same Alex I know?
From Aruba.
From where?
He lives in Aruba.
Yeah, okay, it's the same one. Costa Rica.
Yeah.
He's the 44?
Yeah.
Alex, I haven't even listened to your messages yet.
Alex Fox. So
yes, this is for Alex.
this is like nearly a personal reading for Alex.
Your own personal reading.
Because I have yet to come across.
And what is a 44 supposed to be?
Well, they say it's a master healer, but to me, it's more a master in business. You know,
yeah, which
44 it's 8. It's like the manager, the CEO, the boss, but it's like taking it to a higher vibration.
Is he in this chat, Alex? Are you in here?
Yeah, he's here. They have huge potential, but you know, they've got to raise their vibrations. Not many numerologists talk about 44. Some do, some don't, because they're that rare. I feel some just don't bother to mention them.
Go ahead, you go first.
So Lizard Wizard, just to answer this, don't the life path numbers end up being a single digit? They do, unless it's 11, 22, 33 or 44. But as we said earlier, if you don't raise your vibration high enough, then you'll live at the single digit level. Okay, what am I getting? 44s. Okay. Crikey, I think they're celebrating the football out there, and it's not even England tonight.
So I'm saying there's a relationship in your life. There's about to be a relationship in your life. So you have all these cards of relationships in balance, and you need some balance though. You're a little, I would say, you definitely are a little out of balance, but you need some balance. And if you get a little balanced, you know, maybe something good can happen with a relationship.
I've got the Queen of Wands, so I agree. I feel there's a female coming in, whether she's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or she just has the attributes of the fire sign. Let go of the past, Alex. The 5 of Cups. I'm saying Alex like it's his reading, but English.
Because there could be more 44s.
There may be, sorry for any other 44s, but let go. Stop focusing on what's not worked out, because, you know, there's new love here, but you may be focusing on the past. I feel this lady may have been, see, I'm making this, whoever's coming in your life for 44s, the person may have been single for a while or on their own for a while.
And I have a Queen of Cups. So it also could probably be a water sign.
I feel it's going to shock you. I have got the Tower, but I'm reading this as in, sometimes I read this as fireworks in a positive way. Like, it's going to shock you. It's going to come in unexpectedly.
And honestly, I have a lot of like reunions too. Like hostilities are going away. You know, there's something definitely. So for 44s or Alex, like, you know, it's good. Like real good. And I'm going to read you this last card. Card 34. which says door to personal healing and happiness. So this beautiful light-filled door, lush rainbow lit spring with vibrant lotus flowers. Whether you're working on some inner healing, such as breaking an addiction, looking to make some external changes, such as finding a new place to live, this card signals that your life is about to open up. New opportunities are about to appear. The changes you've been working on are ready to blossom in wonderful results. So make sure your personal intentions, see them through with continued action and optimistic expectations. That's good. Very, very good. All right. So we got
all done.
Numbers. So the guys, that's just for July. Okay. That's just July. So we are, you know, that's it. It's not August. That's July. So, and if it didn't resonate, it won't always resonate. I mean, I would say sometimes if you hear resignation from, like, if you resonate with something else, I mean, that message could be for you too, you know? So that's how I look at tarot. Like, I don't always just read, you know, whatever sign I'm supposed to be reading. Sometimes things will just click, you know?
And also, like, say for yourself, who's a 7, you've got quite a few 3s in your chart. So if you've got, say, a multiple of another number, then look at both of them.
Yeah, agreed. Like your month number too?
No, like you've got quite a few 3s in your chart, so you could look at the 3 and the 7 reading.
Right. Got it. Okay. So, okay, now do you want to do some Rod questions for a few minutes? And maybe
sure.
We're not gonna, I think we're gonna not do the readings today just because this took longer than we thought. So it's late where Trisha is. She is a trooper. She is, if anybody has any questions for the rods, we will answer them. Trisha uses rods as well. That sounds so funny. Trisha uses rods as well.
I have my rods ready.
She uses rods as well. So rods are so fun. They're my favorite thing in the world. They're my favorite thing to do.
I like the color of the ones you've got there. What are they made from?
My dad makes them. Oh,
I know your dad makes them, but what are they made from?
They're steel, I guess.
Oh,
and then
steel.
These ones are 2 feet long. So just so
they could like do some damage. They could.
Somebody. And he has them cut as razor blades, but these aren't. So my neighbor, she loves these ones because they were the first ones that worked for her, and she opened the box and everything. So she like these. I gave them to her, and she didn't want them even fixed. They're like blades. They have tips where you could literally stab somebody with these things.
Mm.
Okay.
Well.
All right. Should Rose read professional tarot?
Should Rose read professional?
And by the way, I have a. Oh, there they go.
Oh, yes. You can see. Let me move my camera down. Oh.
That's what I like about these ones for the shows because they're so long. You can see like
they're
heavy. So they are slower because they're so heavy.
Yeah, mine went a bit quicker, but they're a lot shorter. And yeah, we both got yes.
Put them back like in place. Do you see these puppies?
They're huge. Like, I don't know whether I could control them.
They're construction ones to find well. These are the ones my dad had in his truck, like legit ones. All right, so will cryptos start a bull run this month? No. I don't think they are. Not this month. Personally, I think September, but that's me. What do you have?
I got one that's not moving and one that says no.
Yeah. Okay. Let me get my rods. So funny. Like how many people have these?
J9, should I start a YouTube chat channel?
Should J9 start a YouTube chat channel? Yeah.
Yes.
Will the Pebble Mine in Alaska get permitted? No. By the way, that's a no for me. Yours are like mine, right? Yes and no, same directions. Right?
Yeah, but I've got one says no and one says yes, so that's probably not.
Okay. Do you know mine answer maybe? Watch this.
Yeah, when they don't move, yours is a maybe.
Oh wait, this is different rods though.
I was watching, they didn't move. Mine sometimes will not move, like they'll just be rock solid.
Oh, They're not going to do that right now. They're like, don't mess with me, Heidi. Do you want me to answer you or not? All right. Well, no, I don't think so. So will Bitcoin hit 100,000 in November? No, I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be 100,000 this year. I think it's going to be maybe 78.
I got no for that one.
That's 78.
Ask what? Oh, 78.
000.
Will Bitcoin hit 78,000? What, this year?
Yeah, this year, around 78.
That I got a yes.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's going to happen.
Thanks, Astro Zombie.
I was just about to say thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks. That's nice of you. So, and
especially for this woman, that's the old woman.
Trisha, you look
45.
Channel choice. Can humans travel in space? Can humans travel in space in rocket ships?
Did you get a no? I got.
Yeah, did you get a no?
I got a yes.
Oh.
That was a bit loud.
Hold on, let's try that again.
Humans travel in space in rocket ships.
Can humans travel in space?
I got a very slow yes.
I'm getting a no. I'm getting a no. Hold on.
Lion of the Morning. What an interesting name. Because I want Heidi to see if ask Rod if she would take a trip and visit me.
What's ECETI?
I don't know.
Can humans? Oh God, this is the first question I've ever asked these ones, fresh out of the packaging. All right, show me a yes.
That was a good.
No. Show me a no.
That was good.
Work. All right. So, can humans what? Say that again. Can humans travel in space in rocket ships?
Getting there.
Mine say no. Maybe they just don't. Maybe that's just. All right. So, what was the question for Heidi? If with the super chat,
Super chat, it says.
You ask it and I'll just hold it.
Ask the Rods if she should take a trip and visit ECETI, whatever that is, at Mount Adams in Washington.
Should I do that?
Should Heidi take a trip and visit? Well, yes. Should Heidi take a visit to ECETI? Oh, yeah.
Should Heidi take a trip and visit ET, whatever? I don't even know what it is. That's probably
what is that? ECETI? Could somebody?
Should Heidi go to Washington and take a trip and visit? Okay. It's like a yeah, one's a yeah, one's a maybe. Okay. Okay, so who cares what I need to be doing? My dad just okay, well, Cozy Valley is Cozy Valley Farm's dad hanging around? Thank God. That's good.
What was that question?
Cozy Valley's dad just passed away and wants to know if her dad's going to be or his dad's going to be around.
I didn't get the question. Who's just passed away?
Cozy Valley's dad.
Right.
And she wants to know if her dad's going to be or his dad's going to be around.
Going to be around as in spirit.
Yeah.
I got no.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good
sign. What did you get? No.
I got a no. Okay, Terry, is Terry's mother's health? Okay, could you let me know if my mother's health is declining this year? I really need to know. She's in surgery. Is Terry's mother going to really decline after surgery? No, she's gonna get better. I think so.
No, I guess it's not going to decline.
So is Terry's mother's health going to decline after surgery? Oh.
Enlightened.
It's never going to crash to zero. Trust me. Okay. Is Bitcoin going to go under $1,000 ever again? No, because they bought that shit in the beginning. All right. Because I've been asking them this for years, for months.
Will Bitcoin disappear? I don't know much about cryptocurrency. I'm learning, but I don't think this is going to be the new way. I don't think it's going to go away. Cryptocurrency anyway.
Is September going to be a swing for cryptos? Okay, that was a horrible question. That was like the worst way.
That was slow.
But it was like, do you know what will it be a swing? What the hell does that mean? You know, you ask it, because I don't.
What was the question?
Ask it if like it's going to start going up more dramatically in September.
What, Bitcoin?
Or crypto, but go with Bitcoin, yeah.
Yeah, because you've got to be a bit specific, haven't you? Will Bitcoin significantly rise in September? Not answering. August, October, November. November, I got a yes.
That makes sense. But I don't think it's going to go down anymore. September needs to be.
Didn't move for all the others, but November, it was going yes.
No, because when I say Jupiter goes into Scorpio, that's great. But guess what? All those planets are still retrograde. So that would make sense. Total sense, what you just
said.
Right.
Okay. What about Litecoin? Let's ask about Litecoin. Is Litecoin going to rise significantly in 2018? Yes.
Litecoin going to rise significantly in 2018.
Did you ask 2018 or 19?
2018. Oh, did you say 19?
No, 18, but I got 9. I was hearing 19 in my head.
I think you're right, because I don't think it's going to be that big of a jump in 2019.
Okay, so will 2019 be a big year for cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency. The thing is, when we ask about cryptocurrency, we're asking as a collective rather than one individual. Right. You've got to really ask individually.
Right, we do. You're right.
Because that's like saying, is everybody in the chat rooms money going to go up this year? Well, no, not everybody's is going to, but some people will.
Okay.
We have to ask individually.
Is Bitcoin the granddaddy of all cryptos? I'm just asking normal things. Will Bitcoin always stay the granddaddy of cryptos?
I don't think it will. No. Is something going to come forward that hasn't even been mined yet? Do you know, I still feel Litecoin is going to be one of the...
It better be. That's what I have the most of.
That's what the money we put in is all in Litecoin.
No, I have more money in Bitcoin, but I own the most Litecoins.
I put some in Ethereum and I've took that out and put it all in Litecoin.
Yeah. Let's just say that right now things are on sale. Buy them while they're hot. Ask it if it's going to go any lower than how it was in June.
What, Bitcoin?
Yes.
Will Bitcoin go any lower?
All of them. Sorry. All of them.
But you got to ask individually, really.
Okay, start with Bitcoin.
Will Bitcoin go lower than it was in June?
No. Good.
And I have some friends that I've met through Jerry that are they're mining Bitcoin and other, they're mining cryptocurrency and seem quite knowledgeable about cryptos. Jerry's quite knowledgeable. Will Litecoin crash? No. Ethereum, somebody's asking about Ethereum. Will Ethereum crash? No. What about 2020? Is that going to be a better year for crypto? I think, 2020 is, I'm guessing, yes. So maybe this has all just been a warm-up.
Okay, Luna Bear, first of all, you don't even want to know all the stuff that I do. So should Luna Bear do the same stuff as Heidi?
Yeah, but you gotta be a bit more specific.
Exactly. That's why you don't want to do all the things. I have a full-time real estate career. I do a million different things. You don't want to work like this.
That's too broad, because that would encompass a private life as well.
Oh, that's funny.
Do you mean like to do Vedic astrology?
Probably. I'm going to take a stab by that name. All right. By Luna. Oh, wait, what's the name? Luna. Should Luna Moon, or who was the name? Do you know the name of that?
I'll scroll back. Luna. Somebody was asking about being a musician as well. Luna Bear. Should Luna Bear go into Vedic astrology? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we've both got, yeah. You're right, Dave. They are the only as good as the questions you ask. Poor questions will get poor results.
Well,
That's why
will Digibyte go over $1 in September? Maybe.
Will Digibyte go over $1 in September?
Nope.
I got one says no, one says yes. Somebody earlier was asking, should they be a musician? Who was it? Was it a cult fan or someone else?
God, these rods are like ripping my shirt. They're the most chaotic rods. Okay, so.
Who was it that said, oh yeah, a cult fan, should I be a musician? They asked quite a few times.
Is Q legit? Is Q legit?
I'm not really getting an answer.
Yeah, they're not answering. Is Q legit? They're like, maybe that means like it's just a hot mess. Some's good, some's bad.
Be a musician.
Is Q legit? Show me a yes. So it might be. I think it's a mess right now. I think it's I think some of it's legit, but I think some of it could be a lot of.
A cult fan, or at least, what's your question? You mean, should you start a cult, or you want to be a musician? Best coin to buy this week. Well, I don't know. Heidi might. I wouldn't want to be given advice on what you should buy because I'm not a specialist.
No.
We're not here to give out financial advice.
Yeah, trust me.
People.
I suggest you buy a set of rods and ask them yourself. That's what you should do.
Financial, what's the word I'm looking for? Investments, go on your own because we're not financial advisors.
I like these ones better than the ones my dad sent me. And they're the same. I just feel like these ones are better.
Should a cult fan.
Okay, good. You're right. You have to clarify. Is Q connected to the White House? What do you have?
Is Q connected to the White House? One says yes, one says no. So it's not probably not nailing the question. What did you get?
Well, it was like, and then it just went.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's like vague.
Is Q connected? Okay. Is it Q Anon? Isn't it?
Yeah, I hear about. I don't even really know what it is, but I hear a lot of. Is it QAnon they call it?
Okay. Is QAnon connected to the White House?
Now, when I ask QAnon, I get yes. Same
oh
as
my gosh, that's just a test right there. We can't even use this. Oh yeah, because Q. What the hell is that? We could be a Q ball.
Could be the letter Q.
It could be
The QAnon. So we ask it properly.
How much we have to really be accurate with the questions.
It's like when you use a pendulum, you got to ask really specific questions. It can't be vague. Julia, that's a good question. I think England have a very good chance. Can we ask, will England win the World Cup?
Yes. Will England win the World Cup?
I've got, yeah, you've got.
I have no feelings to get to that too. Will England win the World Cup?
In 2018.
Oh, okay. So, okay.
Again, we have to be specific because
Will England win the World Cup in 2018?
whoa, now everybody's going to hold us to that because we both got yeah.
Well, mine were slow. Yeah, they're like, hold on.
Well, maybe it'll be a battle.
Win the World Cup in 2018. Maybe
it's going to be.
Maybe
Sweden are playing England on Saturday, so in the quarterfinals. We've got 3 more matches potentially.
Is the Earth flat? Maybe. Mine love to take the easy route.
When we've asked this before, we've got not really to flat, not really to round. It's more, what was the word?
Plane. Is it a plane?
A plane? No, I don't want the word. It was more. It wasn't round. It wasn't flat, but it was like an egg shell or something like that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so much. It's so like. Okay. Can you fly? Can humans fly in outer space in rocket ships? Mine are adamant about this.
I don't know.
So you said yes
earlier. But it was worded differently.
Ah.
Is this Jerry asking it again?
Can rockets be shot in outer space? Uh-oh. Asked it that, Trisha.
Well, if rockets can be shot.
Rockets can get shot out of outer space. You know what I'm saying? So, like, can a rocket get shot into outer space? Sorry.
Can a rocket be shot into outer space? I got no.
Me too. And look, Trisha is the most practical human being that there is. The freaking Capricorn moon, okay, and a Leo rising. Like and Mars in the first. She's not Mars in the first house, just a Leo rising.
Mars in the 8th.
She's not gonna like for her to, that was probably like interesting for you, huh? What do you think?
Yeah. All World Cup predict like all the octopus or one of his cousins. That's funny.
Is there a firmament?
See, some of these questions I don't even understand, so it's
I don't either, but I just ask what.
But it's in a way it's better we don't understand because you're not putting your.
Yeah, it's good.
Like I've asked Rod's questions with Heidi before, and it was like I'm like this is going to be a definite no, and I was getting yes because I was putting my emotion into it about family stuff.
Is NASA a fraud? No.
Is NASA a fraud? I'm getting no.
Like, what's a fraud? Like, are NASA actors? Or is NASA a bunch of actors?
You got to remember these questions have got to be very specific to get you specific answers. Are NASA great actors?
Will Pillar reach $10 in 2018? Does NASA crash rockets into the ocean?
Does NASA crash rockets into the ocean?
Does NASA just fly around in the
clouds?
Not moving. Does NASA just fly around in the clouds and pretend like they're in space? Maybe. That's probably the wrong terms, but that's what I would say. Were the moon missions fake?
This gets asked a lot.
Moon missions definitely fake. Do humans already live on Mars? Is there a whole civilization of us on Mars that we've set up there?
I got no. This will make you laugh. Lewis says he's going to Mars.
I wanted to do that too. I wanted to sign up for that.
He'll go with you then.
Where's Lewis? Get him out here.
He's in bed.
Oh yeah, it's so late. Does Lewis want to go to Mars with Heidi?
Oh, he'd go to Mars with you.
Oh, that's so funny.
That'd make his lifetime.
Can we land on the moon?
Can we physically land on the moon? I'm getting no.
Yeah. Was Max Spears murdered? Yes.
I've got yes. And I'm doing my best to not look at Heidi and to look there, so I'm not.
Are some humans originally from Mars?
Well, apparently we were.
Well, they're coming back around. I feel.
Are some humans originally from Mars? I got yes.
Are some humans originally from Mars?
Well, originally we were apparently from Mars, weren't we?
Right, we are. Yeah. Are Heidi and Trisha from Mars?
We kicked ass in.
We were lesbian warriors or something. Where we were really. Oh, we were. I think we were, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, we went together.
Let's just say we were bad, but we were lesbians, I guess.
We went together like lesbians, but we got the men to do the dirty work. That's what we got from. What did Jenny? I thought she had a question.
Was Max Spears sacrificed? It was slow.
One says yes, one says no. Not.
What do you mean? Was Max Spears sacrificed? Like, it's definitely a slower no.
Maybe we're not asking the right question.
Yeah, it's not. Okay, was Max Spears murdered?
Was Max Spears murdered? That I got yes.
Yeah. They don't talk. I wish we could ask it, who is Satoshi Nakamoto? And they're like, oh, I'll get my dad to invent talking rods. Wouldn't that be funny?
If you did that.
Oh, like an 8-ball, but then they spoke and there was speakers on them. Oh my God, that's cool. A funny idea. Dad, I have a new invention if you're watching this.
Make him a rich man.
I know. Should my dad invent talking rods? They're like, maybe. That's a little.
I don't know how easy that would be.
Okay. What else? Anything else? We have 10 more minutes.
Trying to see something a bit different. Will the Pope be arrested for murdering and sacrificing children? I doubt it.
Will the Pope be arrested?
Oh, one's not moving. I guess we have to. The current Pope, will he be arrested for murdering and sacrificing of children? Probably not.
Yeah, look, when you said that, what?
Again, we have to be specific which Pope.
Right, yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah. Guys, they don't answer questions like, they don't talk.
Will Robinson be released in England? Oh, is that the Tommy Robinson? Tommy Robinson be released in England? I'm getting one says yet. Bit unclear. Again, it's not specific enough.
Did George Bush Sr. kill JFK? I think he was part of it. That's amazing.
Well, Anton, I'm asking about, he says, is that the current Pope or the last Pope? When I asked, I was focusing on the current Pope.
Is the current Pope a pedovore?
A pedo what?
A pedovore. That's a cannibalist pedophile.
What's it, a pedo?
Vor. Like,
vor.
Yeah.
Is the current Pope a pedovore? Is he worse than that? What I'm getting is whatever's worse than that.
I know. Yep.
Oh, I think
these went flying too.
It's a very delicate
and
subject.
stars realms.
Yeah, I get what.
I definitely think that's the case too. I feel that.
Oh, it makes me really sick to think about what must go on.
Our twin flames demonic.
Demonic.
Our twin flames demonic. No.
No, I could have answered that with that. I mean, the rods are more for visual. Like, we'd probably know the answers to this. These just give you a visual yes or no.
Will we soon see high-profile pedivores being arrested?
You got no. I got yeah. Let me ask.
I think they're going to be arrested, but we're not going to know for what. Like, it's not going to be like, oh, pedivores are coming out.
Not going to be.
Like
Okay.
so maybe that's what. Are the pedivores going to be sent to jail? It's like,
I've just asked separately about Britain and America. I feel there's going to be a difference in Britain and America.
The pedivores?
Mm.
Which ones are going to be worse? Britain?
I feel more are going to come out in Britain, actually, be exposed in Britain than America.
They're the worst.
I feel it's going to be maybe covered up or just not come out so much in America.
You know, I thought about, because you know how, like, it's wrong for me to even say Lizzie, you know, but I still say it. Like in the UK, everything's so hush hush. You know? Even some stand-up comedians, there was one I was watching and he was like, yeah, you just walk down the road and you just don't know who's going to be the next pedophile. Like, he says it joking, everybody laughs. But like, I do believe that it's definitely more accepted there.
We have about 100 paedophile hunting groups in the UK now that are doing it off their own back. They're not paid. They do it all, give their information. They are getting people arrested and put in prison, but they're getting some high profile people at the moment. They just got somebody from the Home Office, I think it was, arranging to meet a 12-year-old girl, and he drove nearly 200 miles to meet a 12-year-old girl after work. And he was married and he works for the Home Office, a Foreign Office, I think, something like that. And that's probably small fry compared to it's scary. I watch some of these because
say this, like, okay.
And they're not vigilantes, by the way.
I think it's a case-by-case scenario, because I'm going to tell you, at 14, I acted like I was 40, older than I do now. I had fake IDs. I was in bars. Like, it was not, I was bad. Not bad, but I was putting myself in situations, lying about my age. So, like, there is a situation, I think, that can, but when these sick free, there's a,
but these are decoys online that they are approaching.
Yeah.
Like that look like children.
Yeah, I'm like saying I'm 18, you know.
You were pretending to be 18. These are saying I'm 12 years old.
I was lying. I was going into bars pretending. That's why
I did. I went 17. I was clubbing, you know, it should be 18 here. I was clubbing underage. But these are saying I am 12 and the men are still carrying on. There's a big difference.
Right. There is. Huge.
It's rife in the UK and it's rife all over the world, sadly, and it's quite scary. I bet when Cliff Richard dies, it'll come out that he's a pedo.
That is. I think everyone asks that Queen question, does she?
No, I was asking the question about
Cliff Richard. Knocking on Trisha's door.
Sorry. I was reading about Cliff Richard. Sorry, what was the question?
I don't know, something about the Queen doing something. And I said, Trisha probably won't want to answer that question. The Queen will be at her door. So freaking.
I heard the Queen was wanted about the children. Is the Queen? So you're asking if she's a paedophile? Is that what they're asking?
Is Heidi looking for a tall, dark, bald, handsome Taurus? Oh my God, that's the.
I was asking a different question though, but I got.
Sorry, but that's funny. I had to ask. No, but tall. We'll give you that. Tall. I like the.
Right, Anton's got a question. Is Kalki Avatar on the Earth? Do you know what Kalki avatar is?
Well,
right, Anton, my rods are not moving. They're solid. To that question.
I don't even know. I can't.
I don't know what it is, but my rods wouldn't move. They were like, you know.
Did fracking cause the volcanoes to go off?
Pedophiles aren't attracted to underage girls, they're attracted to prepubescent children.
Did Mother Nature make the volcanoes go off? No answer.
I got yes to Mother Nature. What was the question before Mother Nature?
Fracking.
Was it fracking that triggered the volcanic?
I'm a thin, hairy Cancer. Sorry.
What was that?
Oh, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
I'm a thin, hairy Cancer. Sorry.
Cancers drive me nuts, just so you know. I can't date Cancers. They get on my nerves. Just sorry. I hate to tell you that, but it's true.
Would you go on your ascendant on what's best for you dating? Or I know it's more than just one sign.
I go by I go by like my debilitated, like I've noticed like two debilitated Venuses work very nicely together. Also, I do like Tauruses, I think. Always like Aquariuses and Geminis for some reason. And that's because it's the 8th house of sex, 4th house of like secure, I guess. My chart's all out of whack. Like I don't have any particular taste, quite honestly.
But I tend to attract the same, either Virgo or fire signs. Oh, Gemini. Gemini, Virgo, and fire signs. All my life.
Yeah. Good question. Is the soul immortal?
Is the soul immortal? Oh, one says yes, one. Is the soul immortal?
I'm going to tell you, if you have K2 or Rahu in the first house,
I've got
one type. You'll like anything. It will vary on the year. Okay. It'll vary with the age. It will vary with like the race, the religion, the cultures. Like my parents just never.
Have you got K2 in the first house?
Yeah. My parents never know what I might bring home. They have no idea. I bet if like you asked them, they would just be like, oh, I don't even know.
I can't remember what house my K2 is in, but
yours is like nothing surprises anybody that I tell them I was dating, nothing surprises them anymore. But I haven't brought anybody home in a really long time.
I used to be the one walking away all the time. That's what my mother said. She says, you have so many boyfriends, not like physical, when I was younger, because I just would walk away. I'd just get bored. But is that probably the Gemini?
Yeah, the Geminis roll out like a lot. Yeah. So on all those, your Venus is in Gemini with Mercury, all those planets.
5 in Gemini.
Oh yeah, you have Venus K2. Absolutely, that's why.
Why I walk away?
Yeah, absolutely. You have Venus K2 conjunct. That's like the number one. You'll get bored and you'll move on. Like you'll look for something, you'll have it, and then it's like.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
I've got that in my first K2 in my first house. Can you imagine? Like it's so. It's crazy.
Really. But I was married. I was with him for 8 years, but
we're gonna have a little counseling session right now.
Yeah,
but you know what? It's true. I mean,
But we weren't together all the time because we're both in the military. So every time we spent time apart, it was like fresh again. That's probably why it lasted as long as it did.
Yeah, seriously.
I was just curious about the astrology.
I know, it's crazy. But I do think like sometimes K2 works reverse. Like, because a lot of times people that have K2 in the first, I noticed they get really sucked into relationships and then they can't leave, like a lot of the times. But I had that young, like I was always in a relationship. Sometimes I had like 5 boyfriends at once when I was like, it was crazy. I mean, I had my parents, this is like the worst story. I was dating this guy and I was 15 and I was 14 turning 15. All right. His last name was Berger. Can you imagine if my name was Heidi Burger. That sounds like
Heidi Burger.
okay. Anyway, so he was older than me. He was in college. I was in high school. And keep in mind, I was a very young high school. Like I graduated high school I was 17. So I was very young. You know, I was like the youngest.
I was 16 when I left school.
Oh, really? But did you have those 4 years? Did you stay the 4? Like,
What do you mean stay the 4?
Did you stay at high school 4 years? How does that
No,
work?
I left at 16 and I started working. The only education was when I went in the military. I carried on my education through that way, but I didn't carry on to higher education.
Well, I might as well have just done that because I used to like pay people to write my papers for me. Like, I don't even know how I passed school. Let's just leave it at that. I mean, if I told you my GPA, somebody said to me, they're like, how did you even do that? Like, how did you even get that low of a GPA? And I was like,
I think it's different in America to the UK. I don't know what GPA is.
So I dated this guy. My parents, like, oh God, they were so mad at me after this, okay? Because I was with him for a while. And he thought it was my 16th birthday because it was my friend's 16th birthday. So we had like joint 16th birthdays. We had a luau at my house and at my pool. But really, it wasn't my 16th birthday. It was only my 15th birthday. And I made everybody lie because I had to like keep, and that's, okay, so that's a K2 Mars Scorpio as a youngin'. All right. So that's why, keep in mind, hidden things come out. You guys have no idea, because I tried to be everything else. It's true. Until I realized who the hell I was and I had an identity crisis when I was married. And then I left. That's how I was. I had to learn a lot of lessons.
Somebody had an interesting question about RH negative blood, which I've got as well. It's interesting. Where's it gone?
You can be close to Burger, Heidi Vandenberg. Oh my God, that's so
Vandenberg.
That's my married name. My real name is Pagosi.
Are people with RH negative blood a different species of human? I'm gonna ask the Rod that. RH negative.
Yeah, but that guy, no, he wasn't 18. He was, and you know what? I would never throw him in jail because I lied to him the whole time. So I could never throw him in jail. It was my fault.
Yeah, the problem is if the girl is lying, you know, and you got this. So
his fault. That would be so funny if he gets like a knock on his door. No, just kidding. God. Here we go. All right. So great. What did you just say is?
RH negative.
Are RH negative blood
a different species of human?
A different species of humans.
No, you got to ask it a different way.
I think everybody's, yeah, I guess, but I think everybody has a different species of like. That's so.
I never, until I joined YouTube, when anybody was asking about RH negative, and that's my blood type, my son's, I was like, what's all this fuss about RH negative? I was so naive. But is it? They say we're more psychic. I don't know if we're more psychic or not. Are you RH negative? Or don't you want to say?
So I'm not changing my name, and for a multitude of reasons, unless I get remarried ever again, because A, it's a pain in the ass, all right? All my credit, and it has nothing to do with branding, okay?
Change everything is a pain in the ass.
And I've been known in the real estate market as Heidi Vandenberg now for many years. It's just not, you just don't, it's easier to know me, and you know, it just is what it is. And I do like how it sounds. I sound a little feisty.
It sounds very intense, strong in business. Yeah. I think we looked at this before, not to change it. I wouldn't change my name.
It doesn't even change, right? Like my numbers stay the same as Pagosi or Vandenberg.
Well, I think, but also the Vandenberg sounds strong.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
It's got a strong.
Sound like a mean school teacher right here with her whips, with her sticks. Yeah.
Someone asking about, does Heidi have a crush on Rex? I'm not going to ask that. We've been asked this before.
Yeah, I'll ask this.
I know she hasn't.
Okay. Is Heidi friends with Rex's wife? Does Heidi like Rex anything more than a friend?
No.
There you go.
This gets asked so many times, or it did in the past when we did lives.
I know. It's like
People, you got to get it. It's possible for men and women to work together and there not be anything
very much so.
business,
Rex is the whole reason why this channel is here. He asked me to do a video on Donald Trump, and I will say that when anybody says that, I'm like, Rex asked me to do a show on his channel when I was a loan officer. If you watch the video I did on Donald Trump's chart, but I was like, let's just say I'm not an astrologer. and literally after that, it had so many views, and I got contacted by so many people, and that's what happened. So I was in Florida with Rex's wife and Rex. So everybody needs to just, okay, thanks. But we'll clear the air. All right, so what else?
Does Heidi hate Think Simply with a Passion? Well, I'm sure she doesn't.
Oh, they are really, look, they're like, no, I don't hate him. I don't hate him, but he does get on my nerves with the text.
It's a pain in the ass, but he's...
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Get on my nerves with the text. I have to go tell him to pound sand here and there, but I don't hate him.
Does Heidi? No, she doesn't. No. Think Simply, it's all cool. Yeah, and I wouldn't be probably on YouTube if it wasn't for X, because it's like a knock-on effect.
All right. I think we've had enough, do you think?
Yeah, that's probably enough for tonight. We've been going a good 2 hours. I can feel my head getting tight.
Oh yeah, Rex has been married for many, many, many years. Probably more than years than I've been alive. No, I'm just kidding. No, but he's been married a really long time.
This person says, sorry, didn't know Rex had a wife. Yeah, he has got a wife.
And she's really sweet. So that is
Thank you, Think Simply. Same to you.
All right, guys. So make sure you check out Trisha's channel. It's in the description box. And also, I'm going to post it in the pinned comments. So I'm going to pin it. It will be the first comment there. And you can go to our channel. She does readings. She is kind of switching things up a little bit on her channel, but you can order these reports. You can get readings from her. You can do tarot with her, all this fun stuff. So
I am going to do I'm doing a special on the reports because I'm getting people want to order them in bulk. So 4 or more, they're going to be 50% off. Because I get people wanting the whole family, which can add up to quite a lot of money. So 4 reports or more, it's 50% off for the whole thing. And that's forever. There's not a set date on that.
And just subscribe to her channel. It really does help. And like when you do support us all. So make sure.
Yeah, it's really gone up. Had 600 new subs in the last 30 days, which for my size channel is good.
Yes. Remember the first year? My first year, it took me forever. Remember I was doing those numbers with you?
Yeah. So I've done well, really.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you've grown faster than I did. Like how you've gone up, and like from January to whatever. I mean, it was like 400 people.
But look at you now, and you've had that big hit, so it'll keep going up and up.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching.
It's been a pleasure, and I hope that's helped lots of people.
Yeah, so that's your July readings.
And if you don't mind me, if they want to look at the star signs, money and love, they're all on a playlist on my channel. Yeah. If they want to check them out as well.
She does like monthly horoscopes, and they're amazing. So, all right, guys.
And give a thumbs up to Heidi.
Please. Thanks, guys. All right.
Bye, everyone.
Don't hang up yet. Okay.